Hello YouTube and welcome back. This is part 3 of our Let's Play series for Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl. In part 2 we continued the mission for the traitor. We talked to Wolf, the leader of the loners in the small camp that we started in. He led us to Petruha, who is a scout. And they've scouted out the bandits who have kidnapped Nimble. He's the other stalker who was kidnapped in part 1. And he's holding on to the flash drive with the information for Sidorovich the traitor. We can look straight ahead and see the bandits' camp off in the distance. And after speaking with Petruha, we elected to try to go in alone. I think we'd be quieter and faster on our own than with 3 or 4 guys. And we will see how that decision ends up working out for us here shortly. We're going to go ahead and crouch down, even though it makes us move a lot slower. We can see in the upper left hand menu here the number 2 is displayed, and now we can see the number 3 being displayed, which lets us know how many people are in range. Whether we can see them or not is up to our on-screen visual. And it looks like they're pretty close to spotting us, and we have been spotted now. Go ahead and get our gun at the ready. Okay, we got one man down here. Another guy firing at us. With these pistols, it's not likely that they would hit us from long range. That's why I'm not too worried about the guy way over there, or these guys way over there. Whoa, that got pretty up close and personal there. And as you can probably see, there's a bleed icon that comes up. I haven't really had a chance to see from pistol wounds. It doesn't seem like it does too much. If you get hit with a shotgun blast, that's where the bleed wound really becomes a factor. Dang it. This is a common tactic that the computer will use in this game. It's got a pretty decent combat AI. They do try to flank you. They will try to flank you and then close in on your position. This is another thing that happens in the game sometimes when you don't go for the headshot for the kill. This guy isn't dead. He's actually just kind of wounded. He's not going to really be any trouble for us, I don't think. But it is just kind of an interesting factor in the game. And if we want to, we can put him out of his misery there. Try to move to another position here. Stealth mechanics in this game, just because they spot you and they know you're in the area, doesn't mean that they necessarily know your exact position. So you can kind of move around, switch position, and not have them constantly closing in on you. They don't have any kind of, you know, magic eye that lets them see your location. There we go. If you notice, the game does not pause. Whoa! And there was the shotgun I told you about. That is not a weapon you want to get hit with. You don't want to let them sneak up on you with that shotgun, because a lot of time that can be a one-shot kill at close range. He wasn't close enough to, you know, with the pellet spread, the farther away he is, the less damage it does. But if that had happened and he had taken a few steps forward, that probably would have been the game over screen. Would have been popping up for us. So get the high ground here, and you're also getting a look at the dynamic weather system in this game, which is a really nice feature. I like the way it works. You know, the weather isn't triggered by any certain place you go or any kind of timer. It's dynamic. It happens at different times, which makes it very unpredictable. And it does have a little bit of an effect on visibility and different things. But whoa! And I'm not playing well. I mean, I'm getting pretty sloppy. Whoa! Alright, should have loaded that first.
Anybody alive? Do I still have to sit here? I owe you, brother. I could never thank you enough.
We can see his items here. And this is Nimble. You'll get that message that lets you know that a lot of the stalkers won't talk to you if you're armed. You can easily switch to a bolt or switch to the binoculars by using 3 or 6, or you can hit the button that correlates to the weapon that you've got in hand. So if you're holding up your knife, you can hit 1 again to put the knife down. If you're holding the pistol, 2 again to put the pistol down. If you're holding another weapon, 3 to put that weapon down, and so on down the list. But this is the guy we came here to find. This is the guy who's going to move the story forward for us. So let's find out what he has to say. Thanks, brother. You did us a great service. I don't even know how to thank you. And it looks like we're going to get right to business here. Listen, I need that flash drive you were taking to the trader. Do you have it? Yeah, I got it. Those morons can't even do a proper search. Well, what the heck, take it. After all, you saved my life. It was well hidden, but these thugs can't frisk for shit. If you notice here, just going to take a quick sidebar. His attitude did not improve for us like the other character when we saved him, so I'm not sure if Nimble is just an ingrate or if that's just a glitch in the system. Thanks. Well, where did you keep it anyway? Who knows, might come in handy. I didn't keep it down there, so don't worry. I've worked for a trader for a long time, so I can store information safely. By the way, I told those thugs a nice little story about a cache full of artifacts, and they ordered one guy to go there. The cache exists, but it's only got 1 artifact. I can give you its coordinates if you want. Okay, so apparently where he kept the flash drive is some kind of trade secret. I guess he won't tell us. And we'll thank him for the location of the cache. But don't forget, there's lots of wild animals there. Besides, the gangster they sent is armed with more than a scoop and a shovel. So be careful. Thanks, man. And thank you, too. Okay, so we've gotten the flash drive and we can go back to the trader, but let's see what other information we can get from Nimble here. We'll ask him if he has any information about a job for us. He says there is something, and we'll ask him about that mission. While I was in captivity, I heard the bandits talking about their secret stash, where they keep the Habar. Heard that they hid a cool coat there. And the next day some monster got his eye on the stash. And he became so interested in it that now they're afraid to go there. Do me a favor, bring me the suit and I'll pay you well. I'm up for that, man. Okay, so now we've gotten a quest. Not only have we saved Nimble, but now he's given us a quest to go further and maybe make ourselves a few coins here, so that's never a bad thing. And speaking of coin, let's go ahead and see if we can trade with him. He's not willing to buy anything I'm willing to give up, but we can look at some of these items here that we collected. Bandages, those will help stop bleeding, so if you get the bleeding icon and your health is going down, you can use those bandages. Energy drinks. This is an excellent drink consisting of caffeine, taurine, and a mixture of rejuvenating vitamins, just the ticket when you're too tired to push forward. So I'm taking it this is some kind of stamina boost. There's a diet sausage and bread, and also Cossacks vodka made by GSC company. Goes down easily and significantly reduces the effects of radiation, so that's probably going to be handy for us. But nothing that I'd really want to sell to our buddy Nimble here. We'll just make our way around.
Wolf, factory cleared. Returning to starting positions. Out.
Okay, so that was, we heard a little message going to Wolf over the comm there. And this guy had some bread, some ammunition on him. Make our way around, search their camp. Found some shotgun rounds. Sure, those are going to come in handy. Nothing in those crates. Oh, that wasn't very smart. And you can see the bleed icon came up there, and we were able to heal that wound with our bandages. So And it looks like we just got a message. Got another vodka energy drink. If you're wondering why I'm collecting multiples of the pistols, it's they can be sold. And also, if my weapon gets damaged or jammed, I want to be able to quickly switch to another weapon here. And let's just go to our PDA. This is where we're going to be keeping track of all our information. And we can see locations of a couple of key points. As we go into our tasks here, we can see take the flash drive from the trader. And that's one of the marked points here. That's our main marked point to go back to Sidorovich. We can see our initial quest here to kill S.T.A.L.K.E.R. That's still in place. And the find an item quest that we just received from Nimble. I'm going to make that our active quest now. And as we look around, we can see some points of interest. An abandoned mill. The wounded brother was last seen somewhere here. So we've received some other points of interest in addition to the quest that we have. And our diary here, which was explained in the tutorial, keeping track of different information. And this is information we got off of Tolik's PDA, it looks like, or PDAs that we found. A little bit of our backstory. So the PDA, so far so good. Seems like it's going to do a good job of keeping track of information. You know, all of these, as they start to get filled up with more and more information, and you start to have to go back and reference things, you start to see, you know, how good the system really is. But so far, I can't really complain. As we're going to go here and see if we can find the perfect suit. And of course, with our shotgun at the ready. And look at some of the Chernobyl countryside here. Now, I know the graphics on this game are dated. I mentioned this before, there are several mods that improve the graphics, but looking at the original game here, the artistic style that they used was really good. It just works really well for the scene and the setting. And you do, as you're moving through this world that they've created, you feel as if you're in the wasteland, and that's really the most important thing about the game's visuals, is that they give you the appropriate the appropriate impression. And apparently this is the wild animal they were all afraid of. They should have invested in a sawed-off. Okay. And that's it. We found the mail jacket that needs to be taken back to Nimble. And he's also going to be in the same area as the Sidorovich the trader. And as we looked on our map here, we do have a few other points of interest on our way back. So maybe we will stop by the abandoned mill on our way back and see what we can find there. You can see once you get the shotgun at the beginning here, those same wild dogs don't pose near the threat they did. Whoa! Oh, apparently I thought he was coming after me. Apparently he was running from the boar. You'll notice things like that in this game. The world is dynamic. The world is dynamic, so you know, animals and other stalkers and other people are kind of living their lives in this world with you. But not for long if they try to rush you. But you know, you are sharing this world with other creatures who are moving independent of you. So yeah, it looks like we might have come across a grave site here, maybe. Unfortunately, there's nothing in it. Alright, let's just check our map again. Looks like we're dead on for the sugar mill. For the abandoned mill, rather. And it looks like one of our wounded brethren. This is the area where he was last seen. And it looks like there's... Oh, wow, look there. Not sure how exactly we're gonna get to that item. Oh. And there's an example of the anomalies and how they can hurt you. I'm not sure how we get to that artifact there. We can see we now have two icons on us. One is a bleeding icon, and the other is a spoon and a fork. So it appears we're character's getting a bit hungry here. We'll have some bread, and we'll bandage ourselves up. And there goes a pack of wild dogs just kind of moving off in the distance there. Break down these crates here. Oh, there we go. And that's the male jacket, but we also did find a bandit jacket. The traditional outfit of a bandit, a leather jacket with Kevlar elements, provides protection highly insufficient for the zone's severe conditions. Looking at it though, once equipped, it's actually better than the armor we had previously. Better rupture and bulletproof cap, And it looked like our previous armor had taken some damage. The stats were reduced there anyway, so... And there's our brother, who's little more than wounded, apparently, so... This was more of a scavenge mission than a rescue mission, but... That's how things work out. Sometimes in this game, apparently. And I think that item, that stone flower, is actually the special item that was marked here. I'm not sure. I don't want to waste too much time on it. Oh. Well, I'm not sure how to get it. We'll have to see if we can find a way to do that maybe at a later time. And you can kind of see the dynamic weather here when we first started our first playthrough. You know, beautiful blue skies and sunshine, and now you can see the overcast after the rainfall. Just gonna go ahead and run back to the main camp here. Okay. No need for our weapon here. These guys are seem to be friendly to us thus far. So we have successfully rescued Nimble, and we have successfully completed Nimble's mission to pick up the mail coat and made our way back to camp. So that's going to wrap it up for part 3 of our Let's Play of S.T.A.L.K.E.R Shadow of Chernobyl. I hope you guys are enjoying these. If you are, please leave a comment. Let me know that you're enjoying them. If you're not enjoying them, you think there's something I could do better, something you'd like to see, even if there's a game you'd like to see me do another Let's Play on at a future date, you know, please feel free to leave that comment. And don't forget to tune in for part 4, where we're going to be completing these quests and moving on even further in the game Stalker. I gotta tell you guys, so far so good. I missed this game when it was initially released, but I'm having a great time playing it, having a great time doing the Let's Play for you. So I will see you next time around.